Assalamu alaikum guys, hope you are all doing great. Welcome back to my channel, and today the topic that I am interested to learn is actually chemistry of paracetamol. So let's learn together. Actually paracetamol is a drug. So first have a look at what does this word drug means. So actually a medicine or other substance which has a physiological effect when ingested or introduced into the body. So what is meant by a physiological effect? Actually the word physiology means that that is being related with the physical and chemical changes occurring inside the body, and it is mainly here this effect is mainly related with mental illnesses. So what is paracetamol? Paracetamol is commonly prescribed to relieve pain and fever. Generally we called it as paracetamol, but commonly it is also known as PCM. PCM means paracetamol. And what is altername? Altername means the alternative name used for this paracetamol is acetaminophen. Acet means the acetic group is present, amino means the amino group is present, means an H2 group is called as amino group, and acid is actually when CH3 along with C double bond with O group is present, we called it as acid group. Okay, next there come the structure. You can have a look at the structure. So we called it as 4-hydroxy acid analyte. Acid analyte, here the group acid analyte is present, and with reference to that group on 1, 2, 3 and 4 position, means at the 4th position there is a hydroxy group present. So we called it as 4-hydroxy acid analyte. Okay. Other name used for this acid analyte is actually phenyl acid amide. Phenyl means here the phenyl group or the benzyl group is present, along with there is an amide group present. So acid group is present, and amide is what actually when this nitrogen is directly attached with the carbonyl group, we called it as amide. So what happened? Phenyl acid amide group is also we give it a name. Okay, what is meant by this acid? Okay, actually this word acid is derived from carboxylic acid. You know that carboxylic acid is CH3 C double bond with the OH, means when carbonyl group is directly attached with a hydroxyl group, we called it as carboxylic acid, and here this group is actually acetic acid. So what happened when this hydroxy group of this acid analyte is replaced with this NH means amino group, and along with a phenyl means benzene ring is present. You know that whenever a nitrogen NH2 group is directly attached with a benzene ring, we called it as aniline. So it is also being derived from aniline, means have a link with that. So what happened when this hydroxy group is replaced with this NH and phenyl group, we called it as phenyl acid amide. Okay, and then there come the synthesis of paracetamol. Paracetamol is prepared by two basic methods. The first step is actually reduction. So let's have a look. Reduction is actually there is a substance called paranitrophenol. So what is meant by paranitrophenol? Actually you can have a look that ortho, meta and para position. So what happened at this para position, nitro group is present, and when hydroxy group is directly attached with benzene ring, we called it as phenol. So paranitrophenol is being present, and we are going to reduce means addition. A reduction is actually addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. So what happened here? Removal of oxygen occur along with addition of hydrogen. So 6 molecules of hydrogen are being added, and what happens? These two oxygen atoms are being replaced with two hydrogen atoms, and when a nitro group is being converted to amino group, so we called it as para aminophenol, means at ortho, then there comes meta, and here comes para. So there comes para aminophenol is being present. Okay, so next what happened? The water molecules, oxygen are replaced by water molecule as 6 hydrogens are being added. So let's put 2 here. So what happened? 2 2s are 4, means 4 hydrogen here and 2 here. So 6 hydrogen atoms are being completed. Here they said that water is released and 2 hydrogen combines with nitrogen to form amino group. The second step of is actually acetylation. Acetylation occurs in the presence of acetic anhydride and glacial acetic acid. Glacial acetic acid is acetic acid, simple CH3COOH. And what is meant by acetic anhydride? Anhydride is, you know that the group C double bond with O, C double bond with O. When this functional group is present, we called it as anhydride. And acid is actually CH3 and CH3. We called it as acetic anhydride, acid anhydride. So you can have a look. We can also write it as CH3, C and O. And 2 means 2 molecules are present along with the oxygen. What happened? This para-aminophenol in the presence of acid anhydride and glacial acetic acid and undergo acetylation. Acetylation is addition of this acetic group. So what happened, this C double bond with O, CH3 group, acetic group is being attached with this nitrogen and simple or paracetamol, we called it as 4 hydroxy acid analyte group is being obtained. So the last step is actually purification. The mixture, actually this is an impure paracetamol, and we are going to purify it through with the mixture from the mixture by recrystallization from water ratio ethanol. You know that ethanol is being used for recrystallization purpose, and water ratio ethanol is actually, like they said, that if there is a 2% ethanol used along with 98% water, that is the ratio being used, and when it is being recrystallized, we are going to wash it with this alcohol ethanol and purify it. Okay. Physical properties of paracetamol is actually, it is a colorless, odorless crystalline powder having a bitter taste, and it is soluble in water. Water is, you know, a polar solvent, and insoluble is in chloroform. Chloroform is actually having the formula CHCl3, and chloroform is what, an organic solvent. Then there's the paracetamol treatments are used for various conditions. Paracetamol treats for following conditions like headache, you know, that sar ka dard, fever and cold means नज़ला ज़ुकाम, एंड मसल एक पट्ठों में दर्द, आर्थराइटिस जोड़ों का दर्द, बैक एक एंड टूथ एक मीन्स कमर दर्द और दांतों में दर्द, इस तरह के जो ट्रीटमेंट्स हैं उनको यूज़ करने के लिए भी हम इनको यूज़ करते हैं. देन दे सेड दैट इंपॉर्टेंट नोट्स दैट पैरासीटामोल इज़ नॉट यूज टू ट्रीट इन्फ्लेमेशन एंड swelling of the joints. Paracetamol has poor evidence to relieve pain in children, means it is not being recommended for children. And the other thing is actually that we are going to use this paracetamol as an antipyretic. Antipyretic means, pyretic is actually a term that is related with fever. So a substance that reduces fever is actually called antipyretic. So paracetamol is an antipyretic along with anti-allergic. So the last part is actually side effects of paracetamol. Paracetamol, serious side effects of paracetamol includes allergic reaction. Allergic reaction is actually like skin rashes and itching. Itching is actually harish, and swelling of the throat, tongue and or face, along with shortness of breath. Breathing problem is actually more likely if you have experienced them before when taking other painkillers such as aspirins. And there is actually a bleeding problem as well. Unexplained bruising or bleeding become, bruising is actually zakham, and getting more infection than usual. And last is actually you are going to get liver problems as well along. And these include actually nausea. Nausea is actually vomiting, and sudden weight loss, loss of appetite, and yellowing of eyes and skin can occur. Appetite is actually, loss of appetite is actually आपको भूख में की कमी हो जाती है, and along with that yellowing of eyes and skin can occur. This is all about paracetamol. So hope you guys like the video.